Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Gabrielle, also known as Gabby, and I'm here today to show you guys how I set up my paycheck to paycheck budget for the month. This is one of my most used tools to track and keep a hold of my finances for the month, so I'm excited to show you guys what I have today. First things first, if you're new here, please like and subscribe to my page. If you're here back again, thank you for tuning in. I appreciate everyone's love and how I have seen my views and subscribers go up a little bit the past week. I appreciate all your support, and I hope you guys are at least finding like some motivation, a little education, or just motivated to do your budget, period. Like I said before, if you like what you see, please like and subscribe to my page. Come back for more, comment on, tips or tricks that you have for me. Everything is appreciated. So without further ado, let's get into my paycheck to paycheck breakout. So first and foremost, as usual, I want to show you guys what I'm using. I'm using the Erin Condren Deluxe Monthly Planner from Erin Condren. And I love this tool just to use. Of course, disclaimer as usual, you do not have to use this regular planner or pencil and paper will definitely do. I used pencil and paper for years before I discovered this monthly planner that is like more convenient. It just keeps everything in one place. So let's get to it. I'm going to be doing this for the month of May and showing you guys how I set. So let's turn to the month of May. And you have this page that I don't use. Oh, and another thing, on my last video for my monthly view, I showed you guys where I set up my bills on here. I also put my paydays on here also. So I went ahead and marked these because I forgot to mark them on my last video, but make sure you put your paydays in here too, as well as your month to month. So you'll know, when you get paid and how much you'll have. And I'll explain it more when I get to my paycheck by paycheck. So my next page I have is blank. This is where I'm going to set up my paycheck to paycheck breakout. And this is my budget that I did last week. And I used both this budget setup as well as my monthly view to create my paycheck to paycheck breakout. Let's get started. So I'm going to set up how I do it. I'm probably going to fast forward through this so you guys don't have to listen to me ramble on. All right, guys, I'm back and I have my setup, and I want to explain to you a little bit of how I set everything up. Pull you guys into the frame correctly. I moved around a little bit. So first, what I did is I like to list the paychecks at the top. Each paycheck that we get paid, that's the amount. Of course, this is not our true income. This is what we budget with every month. And then I like to list my incomes down. So what I do is I take all these expenses by using my normal budget, my budget that I use here, by using this, as well as my monthly view, to plug in each of these expenses on these paychecks by their date, by how much that paycheck is going to be, and so forth. So we're going to go through that. I also have this section down here, which is our transfers. And I have 2 bank accounts that I use for budgeting. Specifically, we have our bill pay account, as well as we have our daily expenses account. So I'm going to open this up and go here, because this is where I have my actual totals listed. For mortgage, we're not going to list anything because I didn't disclose that, so we're not going to list that. And we're going to, so what I like to do is I like to just go in, and I hope you guys can see. I like to go in and just mark where, you know, we don't spend anything on that. So we'll just, like, if you're not budgeting anything that paycheck with that paycheck on that, you mark that out so it's not there. So electric and gas, I like to look at when my electric and gas is due, which I think my electric and gas is due at the end of the month. However, I feel like I like to put that on the second paycheck, as to not have a big amount come out of certain paychecks. So as you go on, you'll realize that from month to month, you'll know when you like to budget certain things. I like to put my electric and gas on my second paycheck, and we're going to put that in there, which our expense for that is $200. Next, we go to HOA and security. That's due towards the end of the month, so I like to put that on my third paycheck, which is $160. And this coil is not my best friend at the moment, but we will get through it. I just want to show you guys how I actually set it up. And water and sewer is $140, and let's see where we put that. Normally at the end, it's due at the end of the month also, so we put that there. And I have not been adding my zip marks because there's nothing there, so nothing. Okay, and our phone bill is due towards mid-month, I know, so no, our phone bill is due at the end of the month. Let's look. See, I have to look back and make sure. So our phone bill is due at the end of the month. So the end of the month is, so we're going to put that on the last paycheck also. I'll mark these out. And then our internet and cable. Food and household. And the way I do my food and household, now that we're getting down to our more variable expenses, I take all of these payments right here, not payments, but bills or expenses rather, and I divide them up amongst the week, just so we have a little dosage of money every week, and I'm not like giving a whole bunch at one time and we just spend it all. So I like to say, hey, we have this much money each week, and that's all we have, and once it's gone, it's gone. Once we're all done, I can fold this back and just get us focused on this one. This is all I need now. I like to add all these up to make sure they match what I have here. And I think everything matches, with the exception of this. I think I may have budgeted wrong for my car insurance. I normally budget around $145, so I may be $5 off, but it's close. So I already totaled these up. So $980, $1320, $1311, $735, and this should equal out to our total income that we're budgeting with right here in here. So this is how I break that out paycheck by paycheck. Next step I do is each month, as I told you before, we have two bank accounts that we use primarily for budgeting, which one is our bill pay account and one is our spending account. With these bank accounts, what I do is I transfer all of our bill pay money into our bill pay account each month as we get paid. So I like to go in and write down here our transfers. So these four expenses, food, gas, personal, and miscellaneous, they go in our spending account and the rest go in our bill pay account. So I total up our bill pay account so I can know what total I need to transfer to my bill pay account. So I put transfers and 80, 55, 140 or 145, and 315 all adds up to about $595. So I know when I get paid to go in and immediately transfer that amount into my bill pay account. This one, I do the same for the rest of them. So these all come out of our paychecks and transferred into our bill pay account. We have most of our bills set up to where they're automatic. Some are not automatic. My husband is a big fan of automatic payments. I am, however, not. So we have some things, it's a compromise. We have some things on auto pay and we have some things where I go in and push the button because it makes me feel comfortable. So we have those. So everything goes in this account and we don't touch that account for anything except for like at the end of the month. If we have more money left than what we expected, then I will take that out and put it towards our savings or whatever goals we're working towards. So this is how I set up my May paycheck by paycheck budget. But I appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys on my next video. Thank you. Bye.